the next day, we go and to a Helbeck's place, which is a place where you get free food and accommodation for exchange for work during the day. So we take this train 3 hours to a place called Casino. We are super excited for this new opportunity. It's on a big lot of land, free food, free accommodation. What can be wrong, right? By this lady and her husband. They're about like 70 each. We're really excited. They seem really nice. We're just really excited, honestly, to be out of spending so much money and actually like learning something about Australia, meeting locals. So they drive us to the house. We get there. It's kind of like we can tell it's a hoarder house. It's a huge property with just huge piles of everything you can think of. Piles of wood, piles of pipes, like 10 vacuums, the most random things. They have so many of them. They also have a bunch of animals, chickens, ducks, a bunch of different things. It's really cool. It's not really what we've ever been used to. Our room, it's a really nice room. I showed that in the last video. We were super excited, and honestly, there's minimal bugs in there. There was only like maybe 4 or 5. We got a fan, which was nice. We were excited. There was a TV, which obviously wasn't connected because they were off the grid. But we could watch DVDs. We had our own bathroom. It was private. It was soundproof. It was really cool. We went into their house, and again, it's extremely messy. There's piles everywhere. It's not really a big deal, but we looked up in the corners and stuff, and there's this huge, like these big spiders everywhere. So and then we noticed the whole house was kind of infested with just so many cockroaches and just weird bugs just everywhere, throughout the plates, all throughout the plates. You open the door and there's 20 of them just scattered. It was crazy, and it was all over the ground, all over the up on the walls. Basically everywhere you look, you can find a big bug, all over the counters, on the food. It was pretty awful. And then we realized there's no clean water, so all the water comes right off the roof, and it's actually not filtered, or at least very minimally. Because the first day at dinner, there's 2 bugs swimming around, so I'm nudging Avery. I'm don't drink the larvae. So I'm nudging Avery. I'm don't drink the water. Trying to not tell her because they're at the dinner table, but just nudging her every time she goes for the water. And so then we end up drinking this lemon juice basically for the whole time we're there. Lemon pop. So it's super sweet, and that's basically what we drink because we don't have this dirty water. Towards the end of the experience, I tried the water again, and because I just couldn't drink that much sugar, and so I had some water again because it looks pretty clear. There's just some bugs in there and stuff. So I'm you know what, whatever, maybe it's good. So I try some, and it's fine. And then I look in the bucket where it's coming from, and there's just so much dirt and crap all in the bottom of the carton for water that we're getting out of. I'm oh my gosh, it's so nasty. So I another day I'm I don't want to drink any more water. And the next day comes around, I'm I have to have my water. So then I have water again. I'm just dealing with it. But it's just, you just feel so gross. And then when you take a shower, you're oh, I'm gonna shower to get clean, but the water's dirty, so you're really never clean. And maybe you rinse off your dish because there was bugs on it, because you always rinse your dish because there's probably bugs on it and crap on it. So then we always rinse our dish before eating, but we're just rinsing off with dirty, crappy water again. And washing clothes, so all of our clothes felt dirty. Everything just felt dirty. It was really hard for us. The work we did was actually very minimal, very casual. Oh, we made a little garden thing, which I showed in the video, and we're in the process of making a little place for the ducks by the water, which we didn't end up finishing, which was a huge project. We were expected to work about 4 hours. They were really, really kind. They were very passive, they didn't want to play games or anything. They kind of stuck to themselves. The guy mostly just stayed inside all day, and the lady was out and working the whole time. But we're mostly on our own, doing our own work. We had this French guy that was there, one other person like us who was there, and he helped us make the garden. We helped him make the garden actually. And he seemed like a fairly nice guy, and we thought maybe we'd have a good relationship with him, but for some reason he started not to like us, I guess, because this one night he prepared dinner for us, and obviously knowing Avery and I were vegan vegetarian, that was the 5th day, and we talked about it a bunch of times, and we discussed it. He's why are you that, and blah, 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 and he serves the stuff and says, oh, it's all vegan, And so we have this soup. It's a French onion soup because he's from France, so he's showing off his amazing soup. And we eat it, and it tastes a little like meaty, like meat broth, but like it's so easy to put veggie broth in that. And they had that we thought, oh, we must have just doing that. We must have put some good flavors in there. And then the next dish is some potatoes, and literally there's these little teeny chunks of meat, and I gulped all my potatoes down, and Avery like nudged me like, don't eat it anymore. Like there's meat in here. She's like, oh, it was awful. So he ended up sneaking meat, and I ate it. Avery didn't. She saw it, but she had the soup, so we were pretty pissed off, and we can't think of any other reason they do that other than to like just go against us. And so we were pretty offended, and we ended up leaving a couple days later. Not because of that, but just because of a lot of other things, and we wanted a different experience. We felt like we stayed a week, so we felt like we got the most of that experience. But there's not really much to do. Like, we're not really learning that much. I was just kind of making this thing. And it's mostly sitting around because it's so hot during the day. It hit a record high degree of 47 degrees. Due to the heat, chickens died, just died because it was too hot for them. They just died. And then they were all solar panels, and they had batteries. And like the first couple of days, we went to bed at like 11ish. And we'd wake up and the fan would be off. We'd be like, oh, I guess the power went out. And they said, like, the power never goes out, so I guess they wake up a bit. I don't know, they just don't notice. But then this one night, we stayed up till 1 o'clock, and around 1ish, the power went out. That was, like, the hottest night, and so the fan went off. So then it started to get super hot, and because we were awake, we noticed it. And it got, like, extremely hot. Like, next level, and it was, like, really moist heat, too. It was really weird, because we were breathing, and we had, like, things on, and I don't know, because then everything was turned off. So then I was up at like 2 o'clock in the morning just fanning like from the door, because we didn't want all the bugs to get into her place. So I had the door open, like covering it, and just fanning it. Oh, it was insane. It was just next level hot. There's like a puddle of sweat in our beds. It was terrible. And then the next night it was the same, because we stayed up later and we noticed the power went out. And but it wasn't as bad that night because it wasn't as hot. But it was just really hot. Lack of clean water, the French guy, the work wasn't very interesting. The lack of people wanting to do stuff, everyone stuck to themselves. The French guy, the lady, and the guy, they kind of just stuck to themselves. So it wasn't really a community, it was just more, we were helping you out. So we decided to leave after a week, and we went to a new place, which we are now. We are in a cafe, and we're really excited about it. A lot of us have been asking, how big are the spiders? So the spiders aren't as big as you think, but we've seen a lot of spiders about that big, but none like crazy big. But yeah, there's not too many around where we've been. And snakes also, we haven't seen any snakes yet, but we're close to a snake apparently. Someone saw a snake and then we stayed inside because they told us it was a dangerous snake. That's it for this time, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. This video is more for family and for me, for my future, to look back on. It's a bit of a longer one for sure, and it's not as interesting and fast, but I hope you guys enjoyed it for those of you who did watch. Thank you.